Welcome to Street Sign Storytime, the show where we dig into the history and mystery behind the names of the streets that you pass by every single day. Today we're going to unravel the majestic tale of King Street in Ogdensburg, New York. Why is it called King Street? Did it have something to do with royalty? A chess piece? A guy named King? Well, stick around because we've got some surprising answers in one epic tale that might just blow your crown right off your head. Let's jump into some historical facts about King Street. King Street, like many streets in Ogdensburg, dates back to the city's early days in the 1800s. Ogdensburg was a key trading post on the St. Lawrence River, and King Street was likely named to honor King George III during a time when colonial influences were still strong in the region. However, there's no solid evidence of a direct royal decree. I guess George maybe just got lucky. Or maybe someone just really liked the name George. Did you know that King Street once had cobblestones and was one of the busiest trade routes in the city? It was lined with general stores, a blacksmith, and even an old-fashioned ice cream parlor. Talk about a street fit for a king. But let's buckle up and tell you a little bit about a story and a tale that I've heard. Because this story isn't one that they're going to teach you in history class. You're not going to find this one in any history book. Picture it. The year 1825. Ogdensburg is a bustling little riverside town, and right here on this very street, there lived a man named Clarence Lucky. Clarence wasn't your average guy. He was an inventor. His claim to fame? The king of all chairs. A ridiculously oversized throne chair that he insisted would revolutionize the furniture industry. But Clarence had a problem. Nobody in town believed in his so-called king chair. That is, until the mayor, a guy named Billiam Nelson, decided to give it a try. The chair was huge, ridiculous, and so over the top that Billiam absolutely loved it. Legend says Billiam declared, "The chair makes me feel like a king. From this day forward, let this street be called King Street in honor of my magnificent new throne." Unfortunately, the king chair never caught on outside of Ogdensburg. Turns out people didn't want a chair that required two people to move and a ladder to sit in it. But hey, the street name stuck. And now every time you walk down King Street, you can imagine old Billiam sitting on his giant chair feeling like the ruler of all that he surveyed. Was it a smart move? Probably not. Was it funny? Absolutely. And that, my friends, is one of the possible stories behind the name of King Street. Or is it? I'll let you decide if this tale is fit for a king or if I'm just full of hot air. Fun fact break! King Street has seen a lot of change over the years. Did you know that it was once part of the Underground Railroad, helping enslaved people escape to freedom in Canada? Talk about a street with a royal sense of justice. And today, it's home to some of Ogdensburg's best health care. Sick and wounded kings and queens of all kinds are welcome at this facility. And so, the tale of King Street comes to an end, for now. Whether it was named for royalty, an inventor, or a ridiculously oversized chair, one thing is clear. This street is king of conversation starters. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Go impress your friends with these stories. Or better yet, make up your own and see how long it takes before someone calls you out. Just remember to tell them you heard it here first on Street Sign Storytime. If you had fun today, give this video a royal thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button because that's what all the cool kids say. And ring that bell as if you're just leaving Arby's and you're so stoked with your meal. That way you don't miss the next journey into the street sign lore. Got a street you want me to investigate? Drop it in the comments. Until next time, I'll be here wandering the streets and making up 80% of things of what I say. Stay curious, stay hilarious, and remember, every street has a story. Some just need a little imagination to bring them to life. See you, street scholars.